guys, got a little package in the mail today. A little special package from ToyDojo and Renderform. And thank you to them right off the bat for sending this to me. It was a little package that came with the RFX-004 P.A.X head. You can see it. It's a limited edition of 200. This is marked sample, so this is not taking away from the 200 limited versions available. And then there's ToyDojo's logo on the back, designed by Jesslyn Bell. So thanks to her. But basically, it's just a little in Renderform Garage kits made in Canada. And basically, it's just a little kit that lets you transform ToyWorld's Orion head from this, which was not bad, but you know, it had a slightly off feel to it. But it lets you transform it from this into this. And so yeah, this isn't going to be a really long, deep, in-depth review. It's just a different head. It actually uses the screw out of the head you already have. So that head is actually hard to pry apart even without the screw. So it's okay to so that'll hold together even without the screw, and just set that off to the side. You can put it in the little baggie that the head came in if you want. But use the screw. Now what I did is I remember there were some test shots early on they talked about with the post cracking out of there, and the hole seemed a little small. So before I screwed the whole back piece on, I screwed the screw into the post in the head just to give it a little room, so I could see what I was doing and it didn't mess it up. But your mileage may vary. But the screw just went in. It actually wasn't too hard, but this little piece comes off, put it around the peg, screw it in, and you've got this cool, more Optimus Prime-y looking head, I think. It's a more accurate sculpt. I've seen somebody mention that it didn't seem like it fit the Orion body, but honestly, I don't think the Orion head really fit the Orion body. So I like this one better. It does have some cool light piping. You can only see on the bottom of it here, but you can see his eyes really glow in there, which is nice. And then here's a quick side-by-side comparison of the two heads. Like I said, with the light piping and everything else, because he had light piping, I painted his eyes blue to make them pop, because the light piping in his was such dark plastic and designed in such a way that the light didn't really come in unless you shined a bright light directly behind him. And this naturally catches some light. And I even like the way that it kind of, from straight on, it kind of gives it a half shade, like in the movie. But yeah, like I said, I just feel like this is a much better looking Optimus Prime head than the one that came with it. The figure itself is still great. So there's that. So yeah, not a huge super review. Again, thanks to ToyDojo and Renderform for sending it. But just a quick look at the new P.A.X head for Orion. Now, one of the things that also came in it, you can see here, is he sent along one of the Leo Magnum hammers. He had them at BotCon, and I meant to pick one up there, and I just never got around to it because he made them. I think they went with the knight theme this year. There was a shield and the hammer and some accessories to go with your knights. And I meant to pick one up. I love this gold one that came with it. And you can see it's a standard 5mm peg. It's got some pegs on the side here as well for storage with any figure. But P.A.X or Orion here can hold it just fine. And it's a neat look. It looks like something I'd want my Paladin in Warcraft to have. It's just a neat little mace/hammer. That's really, really cool. Again, that's from Renderform. And you can check them out at renderform.com. And also in the box was, and this is pretty cool, the Azim Vengsta, who runs Renderform, art book volume 1, and it's just a collection. I don't want to show it all off, just because, but it's a neat little collection of some of his designs and such, and his art. And a little thing on the back, but it's just a neat little booklet. There's the Scout kit, and that's the other thing I like about this new Optimus head. I've had him displayed on the shelf with the ToyWorld Not Throttlebots. And since there's only 3 of them out right now, I actually have the United Bumblebee with this Scout head on it, and it looks great with them. Like I'm eagerly awaiting ToyWorld to get the rest of them out, but even this Renderform head looks great on that United Bumblebee body, and he fits right in with the ToyWorld Throttlebots, which are in my shelf canon. there. It's when Orion P.A.X was not Optimus Prime, went off on his own, met up with the Throttlebots, and that was kind of his exploration crew. So that's how they're just posed on the shelf, and they all look great together. And it looks even cooler now with his new head. So yeah, limited edition. It's at ToyDojo.com. And again, thanks to both of them, both Azim and ToyDojo, for hooking me up, because that's a really cool little add-on kit for Orion. And the hammer's really cool too, and the book's really cool too. It's all pretty cool stuff. But there you go, check it out.